Hi ninjas, and welcome to yet another visual guide of Sekiro. Last time we practiced the basic maneuvers and mechanics and completed the first area. You would think that you won, but someone seems to be expecting you. Now I believe I know how this usually goes for most players.
久しいな、ミコよ。邪魔立てするか、ミコの忍びよ。忍びとてこの程度か。
But what if I told you that this could go differently? This is the visual guide in defeating Genichiro at the start. At first, Genichiro will start by running towards you and hit you with an upward double slash. Deflect it and his other normal attacks with the best of your ability, or at least block them. If you manage to deflect the first slash, it will break the double slash combo and he will switch to other attacks. Whenever there's a longer distance between you and Genichiro, he will either stand there and circle around you to regain his posture, or he will start running towards you and use the same double slash. Usually he continues with a downward slash if the first attack is deflected, followed by a combo of a slash and kick. The kick doesn't really deal damage, but pushes you backwards and staggers a bit if not deflected or blocked well enough. Next up, we'll look at one of the scarier attacks that usually confuses many people since they probably can't read kanji characters. I will cover these more in the next video, but for now, know that the kanji means danger and that something different will happen. Whenever he makes a small spinning jump with a vertical slash and starts running to your left side, Genichiro will attempt a grab attack. This particular attack cannot be blocked or deflected, and if his elbow reaches you, he will grab you and punch you in the stomach, dealing high damage. To avoid this, recognize the moment he starts running to your left side and either begin walking away early enough or jump backwards. The grab animation won't last long, but Genichiro will be vulnerable for a second right after trying to elbow you. The next one looks really scary as he begins by jumping straight up with the camera following to a menacing position. Deflect this attack to the best of your ability. However, as Genichiro is a sneaky and resourceful fighter, he will attempt to use this opportunity to perform a thrust attack. Note that thrust attack cannot be blocked, they can only be deflected. Carefully observe when you see a glint in his sword, and right after that, hit the block button to deflect it in time. Otherwise, this attack will also deal high damage. The other option is to avoid the first jumping attack just as Genichiro is in the air to the side early on and move behind him so the stab won't follow after the jumping attack. In addition to the feint stab, Genichiro also has a quicker thrust, where he has his sword in a block-like stance pointed towards you. This thrust only comes after you deflect one of his basic attacks as a follow-up, or after he has blocked one of your attacks. Same as with the first thrust, you need to either deflect or evade it just before it comes, since the attack might home towards you if you're not fast enough. Last of the three attacks that has a danger marker is when you hit Genichiro with a basic attack that he blocks, he will start running to your right side. As soon as he stops and the marker appears, he will attempt to hit you with a sweeping attack. Jump over it in order to evade it. If you wish to utilize this moment to deal posture damage to Genichiro, try to position your jump over him and press jump again as if you were wall jumping. This will make you stomp over him, dealing a lot of posture damage. You can continue afterwards with two aerial attacks as you are landing next to him after the stomp. But if you thought that things were easy, guess again. Genichiro has a certain combo attack that has many attacks, does a lot of damage, and can begin with multiple different ways, all which seem similar to the ways or starts of previous attacks. One way begins with him doing a double slash and afterwards having him make a small step to spin his body to wind up the attack. The other one has him take a spinning step and make him go to your left, so be sure not to confuse this with the grab attack. In the attack itself, he will start with 2 quick slashes, followed by 4 quick slashes, and finally 1 strong slash to the end. Simply blocking all of these attacks raises your posture bar really high that you'll likely break your posture and receive the last hit. Along with it, a lot of damage. Deflection is the key to this, as it will deal huge amounts of posture damage to Genichiro. If you feel unsure of your deflection timings, a very easy option is also to simply walk away a bit farther from it. He will do his combo pretty much on the spot, and you can easily use this time to recover your health and posture. Now that we've covered some basic mechanics, let's look at some tactics and tips. Genichiro excels when he has his own space and can fight in his own pace. Pun not intended. He mostly stays on the defensive, so being aggressive against him is recommended. As you may notice, on high health, his posture recovers really fast, and many times he will take distance in order to recover that posture and then come back to use his dirty tricks. Keep close to him and attack to keep his posture high and occasionally get a few hits in. If you get his health lower, you will notice that his posture will recover slower. However, the same applies to you. So should you get hits, be sure to use your healing items, recover your posture by holding the block button, and once you've recovered, keep up the assault. Hit as many times until he deflects you and starts counter-attacking you with one of his moves explained earlier, counter them, and repeat until you get the first death blow. After getting the death blow in, he will start to get desperate and apply even more new attacks. Be wary, that as he's now back to full health, his posture will recover fast yet again. As he uses the jumping attack, he now adds a new option to what he might do. Once he has landed from the jump attack, carefully observe how the glint in the blade moves. If it stays still as normally, he will proceed to use the same thrust attack. But if it makes a circular movement, this means he is winding up yet another sweep attack. Jump straight up above, and as you land on him, press jump quickly again to make a stomp to deal posture damage, followed with 2 aerial slashes before landing. In the second phase, if you try to heal, Genichiro will try to utilize the opportunity to punish you and will take his bow and fire with a very strong arrow shot. Luckily, you have enough time after the drink animation to dodge the arrow to either side, but be still sure to dodge it or deflect it if you are unable to dodge for some reason. Proceed with these tips and tactics and you are sure to deliver the second death blow to him. Congratulations, now enjoy your alternate ending. In which you also lose, unfortunately. Now be aware that there is only one opportunity to try this fight, and if you lose, you cannot try again unless you start a new game. And unfortunately, this fight also doesn't grant you any rewards, items, or achievements, so the only reward is purely the different cutscene. I recommend trying to win this fight only if you truly want a challenge, or if you've played the game earlier. Hopefully this video was of help. Leave a like to it, subscribe to the channel for more of these videos, and comment below if you have any questions or comments. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and I'll see you next time.
Fight, fight, fight if you wanna live long! Fight, 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 you gotta stay strong!